Right, time to get the latest from our money desk. Rafeo Madzena, of course, watching that investment summit very closely. And Rafeo, from what we've seen, lots of investment, a bit of an injection from South African companies. So are they still believers in where we're supposed to go, the path that the president has set for us?
I think that the money that's coming through from these investors shows that there is a bit of confidence in the trajectory that the company is going to be taking. Let's take a quick look at what's come in terms of investment today. So we saw that the target was set at 1.2 trillion rand over the next 5 years, and this is what's come out so far. So we're seeing that Discovery has pledged 1.4 billion rand, money that they're going to be using to invest in healthcare as well as the financial space that they're going to be doing. Let's take a look at another company. We're seeing that another company that's invested, it looks like the technical gremlins are against us. We've seen that Toyota, 2.4 billion that they've invested as well. And this is going to go into the manufacturing of a new car that's going to be manufactured in Durban. And this is going to start from 2021. And then let's take a look at another one, MTN, a really big investment here of 50 billion rand over the next 5 years. And here they're going to be focusing on the digital infrastructure and connectivity. And then let's take a look at SAPI, which says it's going to be investing 14 billion rand over the next 4 years, and that's going to be on existing infrastructure. And then finally, the New Development Bank investing 12.9 billion rand, and that's obviously going to be going into banking opportunities in the banking sector there. So let's continue with this, the investment specific focus on impact investing. So it's something that has received significant attention during this year's investment summit as a tool to use investment to do sustainable development to the economy as well as bridge the socio-economic divide. And joining me now to unpack this further is Ndaba Mkhize, who's the Chief Investment Officer of the Eskom Pension and Provident Fund. Many thanks for your time this evening.
Thank you.
Maybe paint a picture of what exactly impact investing is.
Thank you. Impact investing represents a growing trend to ensure that one is able to get a financial return as well as be intentional about creating a positive social and environmental impact. It falls within the big framework of responsible investing, which can encompass both listed and unlisted securities. But there's an emphasis on intentionality, on measurement, as well as management of a positive social and environmental change. We believe it's the way to go about making sure that we have job-creating growth and that we create enough returns for our members, our pensioners, to retire on, but also leave the world a better place to retire to.
And what are you seeing in terms of the trends? Are we seeing enough impact investing, particularly when it comes to a correlation between the NDP or the SDGs, for example?
The percentage is still low. It's still less than 2.6%, according to the World Bank. Our own figures, looking at local pension funds, it's probably less than 2% of what is impact investing. We believe that should grow. That allocation of total asset classes or total funds towards impact investing should and can grow. We believe that's the reason why it has not grown that much. There hasn't been much awareness about the fact that it's not a question of exchanging returns for impact. It's not a trade-off. One can have both. We believe that educating asset consultants as well as educating trustees or boards of trustees about the benefits of having these type of assets will go a long way towards seeing an accelerated growth in this space.
And of course, I suppose partnerships are very key in that particular engagement. I think we don't have much time, so I have to ask you, it would be remiss of me not to ask. So they do say that the new Eskom CEO is going to be announced during the summit. And I must ask you, have the executives considered candidates outside of South Africa in making the decision as who's going to be at the helm of the power utility?
It's not something that we as Eskom Pension Fund are privy to, because we are separate entities, but I believe that the government would know exactly how important it is to have the right candidate in this position. Eskom cannot fail, and we believe that as people are investing, trying to create an impact, we want to make sure that we can have all hands on deck and talk about partnerships. International investors want to invest alongside local investors. So when we are investing and we're creating that confidence, and when we are appointing the right people at SOEs, we believe that will catalyze further growth in this space.
Yeah. Just one final thought from you. Obviously, there was an engagement yesterday around impact investing, and you would have noticed that a lot of investments that have come into the country are local companies.
Yes.
What engagements are you having with foreign investors when it comes to investing, and also specifically into impact investing?
Very strong. We actually been traveling across the Atlantic, talking to a number of pension funds in the States, them coming over to invest in Africa. We've been having a partnership where we invest alongside those pension funds. And there's been some serious commitments, a number of them coming over just 2 months ago to do some due diligence on existing opportunities. Again, the refrain is they won't put money in Africa if African institutions, pension funds and other financial institutions are not investing. So two are better than one. They have a great reward for their labor. So in this case, when you want to have higher returns and lower risk, you have to co-invest with locals.
Brilliant. Many thanks for your time. I've been speaking there to Ndabe Mkhize, and he's the Chief Investment Officer of the Eskom Pension Fund and Provident Fund.